Hello, it's Pirate Wizard Dragon here, doing a update video. I'm in the Coliseum in my town. It's Sunday. They used to open it on Sundays, and it was easily to get into, but it's all locked up, so I had to access it through different means. There's an elevator that you can use to get down here, but I think I'm the only person in this giant Coliseum right now. I got a little bit of tattoo work done. Sat in the chair 4 hours yesterday. It's a little swollen. It's going to be a dragon. It's kind of hard to see. The lighting in here isn't the best, but there's pictures of it up on my Facebook page. You can see when the light hits it a certain way. It's still pretty raised up. It's gonna 2 more sessions on it. Probably be a 12-hour total tattoo or so, maybe a little less. But just thought I'd get my 2-hour walk in. I do a 2-hour walk almost every day. Last week I didn't, but one day I get a walk in because I got sick. I got so goddamn sick it was scary. Like Sunday night, last Sunday, my throat was just on fucking fire. Like something. I don't think I've ever had my throat burned that much. And by Monday, it traveled into my nose. And then by my Monday morning, it was in my nose. And by Monday afternoon, it was colored. And then by Monday night, it was fully in my lungs to the point, actually, by Monday afternoon, that I went to the hospital because I couldn't fucking breathe. And I used my inhaler probably like 6 or 7 times that day, Monday. And it was doing jack shit. Like, it was doing, just thinking about it makes my lungs tense up. It was like, I was gasping for breath. I was starting to almost black out during a portion of Monday. So I went to the emergency room, and they gave me a nebulizer. They swabbed my nose, they swabbed my throat. I didn't have flu, I didn't have strep, I didn't have COVID. And I asked the doctor, I was like, what is it? He's like, well, they didn't tell me I didn't have COVID till the next day. I called. He's like, oh, that's probably, I was like, whoa, can you? He's like, oh, there's all kinds of viruses going around in the community. He said it could have been rhinovirus or some shit. But I was worried because I had this tattoo scheduled for Saturday, and the person I got it from was super booked. So if I would have missed it, it would have fucking sucked because I would have had to reschedule and blah, blah, blah. Plus, last week I had all kinds of shit I was supposed to be doing for school, so I got a little bit behind. So I got to go after this walk and sit in the library and just work on my fucking homework for a good, 3 hours or so. I got to finish this writing that's probably got about more 10 pages, maybe less than that. I go above and beyond what is necessary in all my classes just to ensure the fact that I get an A. But yeah, just want to do a quick life update, express my simultaneous abhorrence and fear and gratitude and hope all in one sentence, because man, it's getting spicy out there again. Like, I can't believe that we have a government that has seized 2 nuclear power plants in Ukraine, one of which was shooting tracer bullets at less than 1,500 feet away from spent nuclear reactors. Like, that just blows my mind that is even possible. And the other nuclear power plant that Putin has fucking taken is the largest nuclear power plant in all of Europe. And I don't think people quite comprehend how crazy shit could get, how quick, whether it's nuclear war or cyber attacks, or Putin's a nutter. Like, that guy is not to be trusted. He's a chameleon, and he's a dictator. So that's very depressing. But at the same time, it's like the quote I love from Angel, the show Angel, the spinoff of Buffy. If nothing really matters, then all that matters is what we do. That's the summary of it. If nothing I do matters, then all that matters is what I do, or something along those lines. Like, so that's how I've approached every day, like, since pretty much the pandemic, but not every day. I still worry like a fucking worry, but I try to just enjoy the moments, even the struggle, because what the fuck else is there, you know? You got to do something. You got to do something to get through it. Nobody gets out alive. If we're all going to melt in some simultaneous fucking giant nuclear goddamn blast, and so be it. Ain't nothing I do or say gonna change that shit. You know, I don't think Jesus is gonna come back and save us from it. I don't think aliens give a shit at this point. So, whatever, you know what I mean? All that matters is just, I don't know what fucking matters, but all that matters to me, in my very selfish, small-minded, narrow perspective, is just trying to be fucking happy and not spread any more goddamn unintended misery on this planet. Smile, engage people in a polite fashion, love thy neighbor like Jesus said, you know what I mean? Unless they voted for Trump. No, I'm just kidding. And even those people, like, I have empathy for, I just don't want to engage. I don't want to engage my family anymore. They're toxic. But some good news this week, more than even getting this fucking super badass dragon tattoo I've wanted for years, is my niece. My niece escaped from Nederland, Colorado, and I'm so happy. She got the fuck out. She's going to college in Arizona. She's smart as a whip, and when I heard that, I was overwhelmed with joy, because I wanted her to get the fuck out of the mountains of Colorado. Everybody, it's like a cult up there in the mountains. Everybody thinks it's so goddamn great, yet the worst things to my family that have ever happened up there in the fucking mountains of Nederland, Colorado, and I hate that town. It's an asshole of the universe, full of a bunch of drugged out, wannabe loser fucks that escape from reality. Not everybody, but the culture and the fucking bars and the cool, you know, the cool bros and gals that just wander around with their head stuck up their ass full of mushrooms. Those fucking people I don't like. I never did. I don't relate to, you know? And I'm just so glad that my niece is getting out of Nederland, because goddamn, that makes me happy. She escaped, and she's going to go on to bigger and better things, I really hope. So that's one of my joys of this week. Other than that, I'm just plugging away. I'm going to work on my lines here for this play, and finally I get to perform next week. I've been practicing my lines since the beginning of the semester, and I'm so glad they didn't cast me in a play that I tried out for, because Jesus Christ, memorizing lines is much more difficult than I thought. Like, I'm doing a short 10-minute play. I barely have any lines, and I tried out for a play called Rumors by Neil Simon, the guy who did The Odd Couple, and holy shit. I went and watched the play. I ushered for extra credit Thursday and Friday night for this play. And I had my doubts, because there was so much behind-the-scenes drama with 3 of the actors in my classes. I thought it was going to be a shit show. Like, I was just convinced that they weren't going to have their shit together by opening night, because it's just so short a time since the beginning of class to now when they had to perform it. And then, of course, it's all mostly 20-year-olds, and everything's overly dramatic with 20-year-olds, you know? Like, every time a fucking breakup happens, it's the end of the goddamn world. So, of course, all that kind of shit happened with, like, main characters in the play and all that. I'm just listening to all this stuff as an observer almost, and having my trepidations on whether it was going to be good or not. And sure enough, man, I went, and it blew me the fuck out of the water. Like, the lead guy, Michael, who also directed it under the supervision of Tommy, my instructor, he was amazing. And these kids worked hard at this shit, and they did a wonderful job. Like, I was blown away, like, and grateful at the same time that I was a little, like, bummed out I didn't get cast at the beginning of the semester. But holy shit, if they would have cast me, I would have been so overwhelmed. Plus, it would have been the week that I was just, you know, getting better from the sickness. So it was all destined and fortuitous that I didn't get a role in that play, and I'm really grateful I didn't. But maybe next semester I'll be ready to take on some more lines and memorize stuff. I'm still struggling with this 10-minute play that I'm doing with one other student in class that I have to perform next week. So school's still really fun. I struggled with my art history class for a while, just because I didn't realize till last weekend that we skip all the good stuff, including modern art and all the ethnic art. We just pretty much study Northern European Catholic art. And I was bummed once I found that out. But I sent a very long-winded email to my teacher and then met with him. And he explained to me how he's going to be subversive in his capacity with this stuff that he's teaching, and how he's working on integrating the other stuff into class. It's just very difficult. He's a new teacher, and it's just interesting. Like, there's a project that I have to do for this class that I'm gonna totally do metal. Like, Like, we have to basically reinterpret a piece of Catholic art. And so I'm going to turn it as satanic and as dark and as fucked up as I can, just because that's what I do when I have to fucking deal with religious shit. I mean, I just if you want to know how fucked up the Catholic Church is, just type in atrocities of the Catholic Church and just read the top 12. You know, there's popes that made fucking prostitutes like duel to the death. There's all kinds of fucked up shit the Catholic Church has done, like more than I'll be able to list on this project that I'm reinterpreting. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to take Giotto's famous Virgin and Child and Throne piece and redo it in the most dark, satanic way possible. So that's exciting because I have to the 4th of April to work on that, and I've already constructed a good portion of it in my mind, what I'm going to say and the point of it all. So that's kind of fun. So I'm finding ways to be rebellious in the confines and construction, in the construct of this academy here in this Midwest state. So, and I'm just, I don't know, trying to relax a little more. As much as things are shittier, there's nothing I can fucking do about it. So I love the routine though. I love the fact that I'm going to college. Like I struggle with it. I still struggle with it here and there, but in the end, there is nothing like having something to look forward to, and that is happiness. That's how I define happiness, is just having something to look forward to every day, get up and do, even if it's just homework or, you know. So I just wanted to give everybody a short life update, show you my new ink, which this is just the beginning. It's pretty metal. You can see it's still super raised up because I finished it last night at 8:30, 8:40. Started at 4:30, and it's only 11 o'clock, so it hasn't even been like a little over 12 hours since I was finished. But it didn't hurt as bad as people think. And like the girl that tattooed me was blown away. I only took 2 breaks I took 1 break just mainly because my neck being twisted on the side for so long. I tried to not take any breaks. I told her I wasn't going to take any breaks. But about 2 hours in, I was like, just give me 5 minutes because I need to stretch my neck. It wasn't even. I barely felt it. I have a really high pain tolerance for certain types of pain, especially cuts. And there was only a little bit by my ear, a little bit up in here that I felt. I thought the eye area would hurt a lot more because when I got this one tattooed, it hurt a lot. But I don't know if I've just become more number, if I've become more numb over the years, or I don't know, I have a higher pain tolerance than even when I was younger, because I worried about it all day. I always worry about getting tattooed. You wouldn't think I would, but just looking the way I look, you'd think, oh, this guy's he's an old pro at this. But I was nervous. My stomach was fucking churning. Plus, I was finishing up a 5-day regimen of some serious fucking antibiotics, so my stomach was already kind of fucked up. So I'm repairing it with doing the probiotic treatment 5-day. What's it called? I don't know, some weird, nice, fancy one that my father-in-law gave me. So I'm gonna rebuild the probiotics in my stomach. And I took all last week off from the gym, which sucked because I don't like taking days off from the gym anymore because I just enjoy it so much. But I had to because I was sick as fuck. I thought I was gonna die. I actually had my wife come in and check on me Monday night because I thought I was gonna die in my sleep because I couldn't breathe. I almost went back to the emergency room Monday of last week, so less than a week ago, 6 days ago. It was scary. It was the sickest I've ever been in a long fucking time. Like, I thought it was COVID. I thought like I got some weird new variant, but they tested me and it wasn't COVID, and I'm triple vaccinated and I already caught COVID. So I don't know if it was just wearing the mask for the 2 years and 3 months that I wore it made my immune system weaker, because I have not caught a cold or sickness like that, Jesus Christ, ever, where my breath was so shallow that I thought I was gonna die. Like, I can't even explain to you how scary it is not to be able to fucking breathe. Like, breath is life. So, anyways, I don't want to yammer on too much, but I love y'all. Keep your spirits up. Do some fucking black voodoo against that Putin fucker. He needs to go. He needs to disappear. He needs to have a heart attack or something, choke to death on a cheeseburger. I don't care what the fuck, but we need to get him out of power somehow, whether it's through fucking the cult or through, assassination or through any ways. I do not want to see it. Nobody wants to see a nuclear war on this planet or a cyber attack that shuts down our fucking country for more than 2 or 3 weeks, because all of that would be devastating to the economy and just life in general. It's not even about money at that point. It's just about the survival of the species. We would roll back to the fucking dark ages and then some if a couple of tactical nuclear weapons were unleashed upon this planet. Because people don't understand that shit that hit Nagasaki and Hiroshima, those were atomic weapons. They weren't true nuclear weapons. The shit we have now makes those look like matchsticks. You know what I mean? So, not to end this on a sour note, but pray, vex, whatever the fuck spirituality you adhere to, that Putin does not do anything really nasty and that he disappears somehow, that this is remedied, that this wrinkle in our reality can I cannot believe we're having full-scale invasions of basically the largest country in Europe in 2022. I would have thought the human race inoculated itself against the fucking the disease and virus of war during World War II. Like, did we not learn? Was our system not inoculated? I guess not. I guess we didn't learn yet. So I hope we can fix this. I hope collectively we all can just will it to somehow magically or via reality not go down the road of darkness, because I got a lot of life left that I want to live. And I have my nieces that I look forward to seeing their progress in the future, and I got a lot of art I want to create, and I'm 46 here in less than a month, and I still feel like I'm just getting started. So thanks you all for following me over the years. Hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful day, and I'll get back to you in a month with the progress on this fucking bad boy. It's going to be 3 sessions, so anyways, excuse me. Have a wonderful day. Signing out, Pirate Wizard Dragon. Bye.